Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much to everybody who has been liking and commenting on the daily energy draws. I'm really enjoying doing those. Thank you also to those of you who have recently subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. When we hit a milestone, I'm going to do a giveaway, so keep sharing, keep liking, keep spreading the word about the channel. We're going to have a giveaway hopefully if we hit my goal point in May. We'll see about May. We also are running a sale for private readings, $10 off full spreads and half spreads. So reach out to me if you are interested in booking. Ooh, look what just came out. Victory. Acknowledgement. Public acknowledgement. Something victorious. Forward movement. Love it. I love you guys, my clients, who have been reaching out to me via email and letting me know what is going on. The arrow has been released. The slingshot has been released. There is forward momentum happening. If you guys have been watching my Ascension Confessions videos, my last few Divine Partnership and Energy Updates videos, you know where I am with my Divine counterpart. A lot happened for me this week. I did a lot of purging of some trauma. Basically, I just stripped down to my soul and bared more of my soul to him. I thought I had been doing that. I thought I'd been opening up my heart even more, but I was completely vulnerable with him and shared some trauma I had experienced from my illness, and he was there for me. He was there in a way that I guess I hadn't believed that he could be or would be, and I appreciate it so much. You know, this journey is about a process. It's an unfolding, and it's about having faith, and I still have no idea where he and I are. You know, we might be walking some different paths, coming together eventually. I know what I want, what I will always want, but I just love him. I just love my Divine Masculine, and it's a process for me of letting go, but it's also a process of coming together in that love, in unconditional love. It is truly teaching unconditional love and about having faith and trusting the intuition and trusting yourself. 10 of Cups. I feel like this is a sign from my spirit guides saying just keep having faith, because this is happy family, happy life, emotional fulfillment, and abundance. They're saying no matter what, no matter how it looks, you will have your abundance. You will have your wishes fulfilled. You will have your happy life. And how beautiful is that? To have such faith in the universe. And what a magical universe it is. That we can fully trust and know that we are co-creating with the universe. Co-creating with a loving and unconditional divine source. Because that's all it is. God, you can call it God, you can call it the universe, you can call it source. It's just that love energy. That pure love energy. And down here, we don't really understand what pure love is. We don't really understand what unconditional love is. And that's part of the separation we've experienced. We have forgotten what unconditional love is. That's part of the homesickness, isn't it? That's part of the homesickness that we feel. Missing that love. But that is what this journey is teaching us, that we have that within ourselves, that we are always connected and never separate, not from our counterparts, not from the source from which we came. How beautiful is that? What an amazing, amazing universe this is. 2 of Cups. I'm not kidding. You guys are watching these fall out. 2 of Cups. All right, they want to do this. So what was I saying? I was saying, you know, my clients have been sending me emails saying that they're having communication when they had been in no contact at all with their divine counterparts. So I want to say thank you to those of you who have been reaching out and keeping me updated and sharing your stories. I am so, so thrilled for you. It's just forward momentum. It's just forward movement. And remember, it is a process. It is a process, so keep allowing. Remove expectations for how it's supposed to look, how you think it's supposed to look. Just keep staying in that place of surrender in the present moment. Just keep enjoying life is what I'm hearing. Just keep enjoying who you are and who your Divine Masculine is, because they will be different. They will be different. And it is going to be a fresh start, a new beginning, a different journey now that you have leveled up on your ascension journey. It is not going to be the pain of the past. Sure, there might be challenges, but you'll be growing together. You'll be healing together. How amazing. How amazing. This feels so good. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Last week, even yesterday, was a little bit difficult, but I'm finding balance within myself now. I'm kind of in a little bit of retreat mode, trying to find balance within myself with these energies. The Spirit said that they're pulling me back for my own protection. My friend Molly calls it witness protection, which is funny. But, you know, and when our divine masculines were healing, they were kind of in that. That's what the silence was. But now I kind of feel like I'm in that because, you know, it's tough balancing these energies where I'll go from euphoria to just sadness and releasing more grief, releasing dreams, releasing expectations, releasing wishes. But I'm starting to understand that I will have my wishes. It just might not be what I expected. It might not be what I had hoped for, what I wanted it to look like. But that's where God will provide. That's where the universe will provide. Divine will provide. You just have to release the expectations of what you think it will look like to allow it to come in. Yeah. Yeah. And how amazing is it? How amazing is this journey? All right, we're going to do a union. Page of Pentacles, offers are being made. We're going to do a union update. I'm going to do things a little bit different. It's going to be an energy update that looks at the masculine and feminine energy. So we'll do headspace, heart space, and physical reality for the masculine, headspace, heart space, and physical reality for the feminine, because I want to see, this is not a full divine partnership reading, but I do want to see how they're relating to each other and how they're aligning together. So we're going to do that. So we're going to get a couple of shuffles here. Get right into it. I'll also do a full divine partnership reading sometime this week. I also want to get into the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy specifically, so we'll have some videos uploading for that as well this week, as well as a union energy reading. It is Easter tomorrow for those who celebrate. It's all about rebirth. It's spring energy. If you don't celebrate Easter, that's fine. It's spring energy, you know. It's new blooms, and that's what we have kept channeling for the past few weeks is new blooms, fresh blooms, new blossomings on the vine. It's rebirth. It's just a fresh start and a new beginning for this journey, for you, for your counterpart, for your relationship. And it's a lighter energy, and it feels really good. It feels... I did a reading for a client this morning, and it was night and day between back in February to today. And it's amazing energy, and we have a lot to look forward to and a lot to be grateful for. So stay in that energy, stay in that love space in your heart. You know, keep going within, keep having faith. Don't lose faith, because what you're seeing on the 3D is just the result of what you hold within yourself. Don't ever forget that. That's how manifestation works. So hold on to that faith, hold on to that trust, and keep that love within your heart for yourself. Keep that cup filled up for yourself and for your divine masculine as well, because things are shifting, things are changing. We had said back in March that things were going to be lighter in April. There were going to be more shifts, but not the heaviness of March that we had experienced in March, and that's what's happening. Things are shifting. Energy is creating transformation, creating change, and it is a lighter, more playful energy. So yeah, so it feels good. So we'll see how things unfold. We'll see how things unfold. Okay, so we are going to look at the divine masculine and the divine feminine today. Let's get right into it. Headspace for the divine masculine. What's the headspace for the divine masculine? The current moment. What's the headspace for the divine masculine at the current moment? Something wanted to fly out there. Oh. 10 of Cups. They are wanting and thinking about emotional fulfillment. They're thinking about their abundance. And what I'm getting is that we have Hermit on the bottom, going within to also 4 of Swords, healing energy, going within to really allow this connection to guide them forward in their life, this fresh start. They had not in the past allowed themselves to believe that this was possible. They didn't believe that they could close out karmic cycles. They felt like they were caught in a trap. But it was just a trap in their mind, Spirit is saying. It was a trap in their own mind, based on their own perception, based on their own limiting beliefs. They didn't believe that they could be this happy. But that's why they went in. Like my friend Molly said, witness protection. They went inward and began opening up their own intuition because they began trusting their heart, knowing, starting to understand and feel an intuitive knowing that the divine has been guiding them to this place all along, that the divine wants this for them, just as their higher self has been guiding them. They want this. And once they stepped out of that mode of self-denial and self-deceit, they realized that they could have this. See if there's any other messages for the headspace, please. We got two. We have the moon and we have the emperor. What I'm getting here is this moon cycle, the new moon to the full moon that we just had a few days ago. If you're coming at this video and it's not a moon cycle, take the messages as they resonate with you. Some of the details might be off for you, but take the messages themselves as they resonate with you. But what I'm getting is that the moon cycle, especially with this full moon, it was like a final release for them. A final mark of clarity is what they're saying. A final push for them to become the emperor. Now, there are two messages that are coming in. This could have occurred in two different ways. This could have been something external that happened. It could have been something with relationships, with jobs, whatever it is that karmic cycle that they're closing out or that they have closed out, pushing them to rise up even more to become the emperor. It could have been something external, or it could have been something internal. Now, remember, external and internal, as within, so without. So whatever is happening internally, you experience in your external world. But they're giving me these two different scenarios as it could have played out for your divine masculine with regards to this cycle. They could have experienced more clarity, for example. They could have experienced kind of like an epiphany, a realization, something of that sort that made them step into the emperor role, made them look at their past behavior, go within and look at their past behavior and where they were holding themselves back from this happiness that they know that they want, that they know that they can have, their wishes fulfilled, emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction, that they were just hiding from themselves. This was like a secret to themselves. They were just in denial here. But, with the full moon, there was some kind of illumination that pushed them into this final stage of becoming the emperor. Now, as I have been channeling for a couple of weeks now, is that it is an integration period. It is a back and forth, a balance between the king and the emperor. So just as you divine feminines are kind of balancing your energies, so is the divine masculine as they rise fully into emperor mode. So have compassion and have patience with yourselves, divine masculines. If you're a divine masculine watching this, or if you're a divine feminine watching this, have compassion and patience for your masculine, because they are rising and they are just learning how to. They're telling me this is a complete shift in their perspective, a complete shift in their consciousness. And so it might feel a little unsettling to realize how much power they have. Now, this isn't corrupt power. This isn't control, that resistance control. This is taking charge of your own life, taking charge of your destiny, not controlling anybody else. Just knowing that you are only in control of yourself, and that you are co-creating and manifesting your own life, taking charge of your own life. That is the beauty of the emperor. That is that standing up for yourself, acknowledging yourself, just taking authority of your own life and not letting anybody else rule over you, is what they're saying. And so it could be a little bit unsettling for them, because up until now they had been in a distorted view of who they were based on perceptions of everybody else around them, based on the conditional love of everybody else around them. So now they are just kind of balancing the energies as they were pushed into it with this moon cycle here in April. This moon cycle really pushed them into this final phase of this evolution. Now, it's never a final phase, but into this next phase of their evolution, for them to rise and become the divine masculine, for them to rise and become the true divine emperor. And so that's where they are now, is they are just balancing out those energies and acknowledging and realizing who they are and who they want to be. And that as they are the divine emperor, as they are the emperor, they are now accepting and feeling worthy of this 10 of Cups that they so desire. Beautiful. Heart space, please. What's going on in the divine masculine's heart space? Woo. Where'd that go? Okay. We have Page of Wands. Let's get some clarifying cards. Where is the divine masculine, the collective, in the heart space? Oh, all right. That came out. Yeah, okay. I'm going to start here with the 10 of Swords. Actually, I'm going to pair that with the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands, they are ready and eager for a new beginning, ready to take action for their lives. The energy that I'm getting from this card is, you see how he's kind of waiting? It's like he's just waiting for a sign from the divine to move forward. It's almost like he's got like a tapping of the hand, a tapping of the foot energy, like, come on, I'm ready, I have my staff, I have my bag, I have my hat, I have my cloak, I'm ready for this journey forward towards my happiness. We have the Sun card that came out. Towards my happiness, I'm just waiting for a sign now. And that's the energy that they're in. It's not a stagnant energy. They are eager to move forward, ready to move forward, ready to start this new beginning because they've closed out this cycle, this 10 of Swords cycle, and they're just waiting for a sign. You see how he's kind of looking up? Waiting for a sign from the divine. I never noticed that before. What we have here with the 10 of Swords, it came out in reverse, but so what they were telling me, I was trying to figure out, is it in reverse or is it upright? But what they're telling me is that this is completion. This is completion. They're no longer feeling a sense of betrayal from those around them, or from their divine feminine, especially from the divine feminine, they're saying. They, just as the divine feminine had, been hurt by the divine masculine, they're saying the divine masculine had felt betrayed or deceived in love by the divine feminine. But what they're saying is that the divine masculine was just deceiving themselves, thinking that the divine feminine was feeling anything but unconditional love for them. It was just their own pain that they were reflecting back. They were seeing themselves in the mirror that the divine feminine was reflecting. And they're seeing clarity in this. They're seeing the conclusion of this. They're seeing the conclusion of a cycle, the conclusion of looking at things from that narrow mindset. No longer holding on to the hurt and the betrayals of the past in their hearts. I'm called to get a clarifier card for this 10 of Swords because there's a message that is right on the brink that I'm not quite understanding. Tell me about this 10 of Swords, please. They're saying they were standing in the way of their own happiness by projecting their hurt onto their divine feminine. They're saying using their divine feminine in many cases as a scapegoat. Now, a couple of scenarios are coming in, so take it as it resonates with you. This could be betrayal and deception. This could be lies. This could be cheating. It was a sense of blaming the divine feminine for their behavior, for their reasons for doing these things. Because what was happening was they were looking at their divine feminine, seeing the unconditional love that was emanating from the divine feminine, and being afraid of it because they hadn't experienced that before. In fact, what we had been channeling for the past few weeks is that the last time the Divine Masculine felt that unconditional love, much like the Divine Feminine, much like all light workers, was when you were back with Source, merged as a soul, merged as one energy. So here they are. The Divine Feminine is reflecting that unconditional love, offering this Ten of Cups, offering emotional fulfillment, happiness, abundance, just love, wishes fulfilled. And it spooked the Divine Masculine. They're saying it spooked the Divine Feminine as well. I will attest to that. I can attest to that too. I'm sure a lot of you out there can, who are Divine Feminines, can as well. You know, in the beginning, it's a very intense feeling of love. And it can be scary because it causes you to really strip yourself bare, to become vulnerable in a way that you hadn't been before, because your counterpart sees all of you. There is no hiding. There's no hiding in this love, because that is what unconditional love is. Seeing every part of each other and loving all of it. And so I don't even have to clarify anymore. With this Ten of Swords, they've put that in the ground, is what they're saying. They've put that in the ground, eager to start this new journey towards their Divine Feminine, towards their wishes fulfilled, towards their new life. No longer using the Divine Feminine as a scapegoat for their own pain, for what they themselves have experienced, a conflict that they themselves have experienced either within or without. And as within, so without. You know, we say that all the time, but it could be external conflict with, family members, relationships, romantic partners, friendships, work partners, however that's resonating for your situation. Remember, this is a general reading for the general collective. But no longer seeing, it's not like they're no longer seeing the Divine Feminine as the cause of their pain. Now, instead, what they're feeling in their heart is like they're feeling sunshine in their heart. They're feeling the love from and for the Divine Feminine in their heart. The sun is rising, and you see the sun rising here? This is a new dawn, and now it's risen, and this is what they're feeling in their heart. They are feeling now pure love. They're feeling that love for the Divine Feminine, and they want to move forward. They want to move forward. Let's get some clarifying cards for this heart space, just for some additional messages. Yeah. The Star. Wishes fulfilled. Additional healing. The energy that I'm getting is a healing under the guidance of the Divine. The Divine is pushing them for additional healing, going within, additional acceptance of this happiness, additional balancing of the energies as they come into their Divine Emperor state. Healing this feeling of hurt and betrayal, and helping the sun to rise, helping the masculine to rise is what they're saying, helping the love to rise, their heart chakra to open, because that is part of their wish. That, don't forget, Divine Masculines have orchestrated this in their higher self too. This is their soul's own longing to have their heart centered open. This is destiny. We do have free will, but free will is also in alignment with what it is that our souls want, what it is, how it is that we want to evolve, how it is that our souls want to grow. Free will is just what path do you take to get there. This is Divine Masculine's wish for this happiness, for this journey, the end to this pain, the end to these karmic cycles. They want this Ten of Cups. They want these wishes fulfilled. They want this healing. We have the Magician. We have the Five of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is what they're ending. They're ending, it's just what we were talking about with the Ten of Swords. They're ending this conflict. They had done it themselves. They had tied themselves up in this mental conflict, not believing that they were worthy of this 10 of Cups, not believing that they were worthy of this happiness, wanting it, but not feeling like they were worthy, and it was creating mental conflict within them, and as it was creating mental conflict within them, that resistance was creating conflict outside of them. But that was also part of the process, they're saying. That was also part of the healing, and they needed to, in a sense, create that or co-create that with their karmic partners. That's going to be family, friends, work partnerships, career, habits, this could be spiritual beliefs, whatever it is that was their karmic cycle, co-creating with those around them, manifesting those around them so that they could close out the karmic cycles, so that they could heal this, so that they could have their sunshine, so that they could have their wish, so that they could have this fresh start. This is a brand new start. This is in the past. And now what they're saying is you've set down those wands, you've broken out of these binds, freed yourself, realize that these swords are in the ground. There's no more mental conflict. You're not even feeling conflict in your heart. You're not going to see as much conflict in your physical reality. And now you have all the tools that you need because you've been through this journey. This 10 is a completion of a cycle. The page is a start of a new journey. It's a kind of a naive energy, but it's not naive that I'm getting. It's eager. It's ready to move forward because they have all of the tools now. They've done the healing work and they have all the tools for this brand new life to create this sun in their hearts and in their lives, this abundance, because the sun is what helps the flowers grow. You need the sun and the rain, they're saying. The sun and the rain, the sun and the water is what helps flowers grow. And they've already been through the storms. And so now it's time for the sun to come out. That's really beautiful. All right, where is the divine masculine in their physical? Ooh. Page of Pentacles came out again, and the 7 of Cups. I want to clarify the 7 of Cups. I'll take that one. Ace of Wands, yeah. Hierophant on the bottom of the deck there. They are thinking of ways to take action. They are thinking of ways. They want this new beginning. This is very dreamy energy I'm getting here. They are thinking of ways to come forward with this pentacle, with this offer in hand, with this. They're giving me the word value. They're giving me something of worth. With this passionate new beginning, too. Wanting to take action. Being divinely guided. Remember how I said in his heart space, he's just waiting? This is funny. He's just kind of waiting for a sign from the universe. It's like in his physical reality, he's waiting for a sign from the universe. Like he's waiting for the universe to it's kind of funny. Like I was going to say hand him the stick, but Spirit intervened and said, no, they are waiting for us to bop him on the head. And all he has to do is just take one step and just offer something. And they're not even realizing this. Because the divine is actually still guiding them, they're saying. We're guiding them. We are pushing them forward. That might be, they're saying, some of that residual resistance. But the universe is pushing them forward. Now they're in a state of, it's like a dreamy state. It's like a nostalgic state. Trying to make a decision. They know that they have options for how to offer this pentacle. They know they have options in as far as how to take action towards the divine feminine. And now they're just they want to make it right. They're trying to decide which is the best. They're trying to make it right. See if we have any other messages coming in for their physical reality. Any other... oh my gosh, that's a lot. I'm being called to say, listen, I'll link it in the description box below, but listen to one of the last readings I did. I'm not sure which one, so, don't go off of this, but I'll figure it out and link it below. But it was a divine masculine, divine feminine reading, I think, and it was a message that the divine feminine, all she wants is for the masculine to stand beside her. We had used, okay, I'm going to get it out. You guys know how I like visuals. We had used this After Tarot deck. And they're calling me to this message, so I'm going to I'm going to find it. So bear with me for a second. You can fast forward if you would like. Here. Oh, it's right here. Okay, cool. It's like they knew. They're calling me to this. All the Divine Feminine wants is to be able to lay down these burdens and not fight so hard for this connection. All the Divine Feminine wants is to know that the Divine Masculine is standing beside her in equal partnership. Divine Masculine is here. The Divine Masculine, what they're saying with this Nine of Wands card, is that Divine Feminines will no longer feel alone on this journey, because the Divine Masculine is taking action towards them to step beside them in this role. The Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. You're no longer going to have to fight alone. You're no longer going to have to fight, but you're no longer going to be alone. You're no longer going to feel alone. You're no longer going to feel isolated in this connection. Now, Divine Feminines, if this is resonating with you, you do have your soul tribe. You do have, connections. You might even have these readings that have been helping you. You might have, friends or family members who understand this journey who have been helping you, but you've wanted your Divine Masculine. You've wanted your Divine Masculine. And he's here. He's here. Looking towards the empty space, but they're showing me this card for a reason. He's here. And if he's not there yet in the physical 3D world, he is coming. What they're showing me is him, manifesting. Like in, the old Star Trek or whatever, they kind of, appear, out of thin air kind of thing. That's what they're showing me. If you're not seeing it yet with communication, meetings, taking action, you will see it appearing in the physical. So keep looking, keep having faith, Divine Feminines, because they are appearing, because your Divine Masculine is going to stand right beside you. He's coming. He's coming. He's just trying to figure out the best way to do it, the best way to talk to you. 10 of Swords again. He has completed that cycle, and now he is ready to move towards you. Queen of Pentacles, with stability, a new foundation, a firm foundation. Queen of Pentacles, for me, the energy that I'm getting from this card is a grounded energy. Nurturing, King of Pentacles is it's masculine energy. It's very firm, it's very grounded, very stable. This is a nurturing energy with the Queen of Pentacles. It's a generous energy. Finding value, finding worth, and grounding that value and that worth into the physical 3D. That's what they're giving me. That's what your masculine is coming in with. Having closed out those cycles. Oh, and we have the Strength card that popped out. Having closed out those cycles, they are now just trying to figure out how to take action towards you in the best possible way. To stand beside you. To stand beside you. That's beautiful. All right, let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminines and how you're relating. A lot of 10 of Swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords here when we split the deck. This cycle is done. It's like it's dead and buried in the ground. This cycle, the past cycle, is done. It's like they're saying, don't even look towards the past, because the past is over. Just look towards the future and be grounded in the present. Your masculine is not going to be the masculine of the past. Not the masculine of the past anymore. So you have to let the past go. Forgive the past. Forgive who they were. Let go of who you thought they were. This is especially for those who have been in separation for a while. For those who have been in no contact. Let go of who you thought they were. Allow them to surprise you. I had a jarring experience with my Divine Masculine. As you guys know, I've been with my Divine Masculine mostly for the past year and a half. And we had a period of separation, and when I did see him, it felt like he was a stranger. And we went back into a period of separation. It shook me up. I will not lie to you guys. It really shook me up. Because it felt like he was a stranger, and I didn't know him. I didn't even physically recognize him, even though he looked the same. Then we got back in touch again and met up again, and the love was there again. And the third time, it was like magic. We spent the day hiking, and the love was not just there, but it was like tenfold. And it was so beautiful. The bond that we had and the love that was between us, the connection that was reborn, that was reforged between us. It felt beautiful. Your divine masculine is becoming a new divine masculine. Just as you are new. Just as you are a new empress. You have risen. You have evolved. Remember, they might not recognize you either. I mean, they're certainly keeping an eye on you. Certainly keeping tabs as they figure out a way to come towards you. But you have evolved too. Just as you don't even recognize yourself from a few days ago, a few weeks ago, months ago, a year ago, so have they. So hold that space for each other. Hold that compassion for each other. Forgive the past and let go of any expectations that you have for who they were or who they might have become. And just allow them to surprise you and allow that love to be reborn. Allow that connection to be reforged. It's all about surrender here. This stage, it's all about surrender. Even more surrender. I know you guys hate that word, but it's even more. It's not just surrendering to this connection. It's not just surrendering to divine timing. It's surrendering to who you once were, to allow and accept and appreciate who you are becoming, both of you, in this divine partnership. Okay. Divine feminines. What's going on for the divine feminines? I'm going to move this up a little bit so we have some room. Okay. What's going on in the divine feminine's headspace? What's going on in the divine feminine's headspace? Let's get one more card, please. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, there we go, there it is. The energy that I'm getting from the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, clarified by the Ace of Cups, is that the divine feminines in your headspace, you might be having some trouble, and we've been getting this message for a couple weeks now. You might be having some trouble balancing the newness of this all. So it's no coincidence that I just channeled what I just channeled, especially for the divine feminines, because it's almost like you're having trouble balancing the past and the present, the old you and the new you, your old life and your new life. This Six of Cups card is about reunion. It's about reconciliation. It's about past life partners coming back and presenting an offering. But what they're showing me here is these flowers are fresh in bloom. And you see how she has her hands open, ready to receive? And that's the energy that they want you to be in, that Spirit wants you to be in. They want you to be so overflowing with your love that it's just spilling out of you. So what they're saying here is balance your life, balance your cup. Make sure you're not depleting yourself in any area of your life, because you have to stay in that place of stability for yourself to welcome in this new love. So you might feel like you're doing a bit of a balancing act, but know that this is still part of the process. In your mind, you have to let go and continue to have faith and continue to fill up that cup and continue to come from a place of love. But know that this is a process, so don't be hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. So even if you feel like you're doing a little bit of a juggling act, a little bit of a balancing act, know that this is part of the reunion process. Because you're balancing an old you with your new life. That old phase, that old cycle that you closed out too, Divine Feminines, you closed out cycles as well. A lot of it was emotional. A lot of it was mental. A lot of it was shifts in perception versus the 3D changes that the masculine went through. But you have gone through a lot of pain and grief as well, released a lot of pain and grief. And so now it's all about continuing to release some of that residual energy as you step into a new life, this new offering. This is a new offering from the universe and a new offering of love from your divine counterpart. This is, they're saying, a new beginning. And you know it, you're aware of it, but there's just still some balancing that you're doing. Let's see if there's anything else for the Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines now. See if there's anything else for the headspace for the Divine Feminines. What's going on with the Divine Feminines and this Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. They're saying a lot of emotions that could be clouding your judgment, a lot of emotions that can be clouding your perception of the situation. So really make sure that you take a step back. You don't have to juggle, is what they're saying. Like, you come into balance, but you don't have to juggle, so to speak, because that might be clouding your perception. So make sure you take a step back and look at things from a higher perspective. Look at things from this place of love, from this full cup of love. Especially if you're still in a place where you're not fully receptive and open to whatever cup of love your Divine Masculine wants to bring to you. If they have been in contact, maybe you felt like it was still pittance. Maybe you felt like it wasn't enough. Be accepting of it. Be open to it. Know that they are trying to come in from a place of love now and not from a place of the same old bullshit. Now, if trust your intuition. That's a really important message. Trust your intuition. If it does feel like the same old bullshit, you do not have to accept it. That is you knowing your value and your worth and setting your boundaries. But if it feels good, if it feels different, even if it's not what you fully expect or what you fully want, if it's not the full declarations of love, if it's not the full declarations of partnership, accept the small because it's what they can offer right now. It's as they're gaining the strength to come forward with more clarity, more expressions, more communication, more answers I'm hearing, more affection. As they're coming forward with offers. So accept those as successes, accept those as victories. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny, this is fated. This is all occurring in divine timing. The wheel is turning. Those karmic cycles have come to a close. And now the wheel is turning towards abundance, towards this big old cup of love. So allow it. What they're saying with this Wheel of Fortune too is it's a process. It's validating, confirming that it's a process. So it might feel like the wheel turned just slightly, just like this slight offer, just this slight mention of communication, just this slight, you might have gotten a text, you might have gotten a like on a social media post, you might have gotten an email, you might have gotten a phone call, you might have gotten a meetup, and it might not feel like a lot, but know that it was a lot. Know that it was a lot and step into a place of gratitude and appreciation. Step into a place of love. Because the more you step into that place of love, the more it's going to provide your masculine the ability to step forward, and the more it's going to open your heart to receiving more. So the wheel is turning, and they're showing me it's gonna pick up the pace. So it might feel slow right now, but it's going to be picking up the pace. That slingshot has shot forward, and it is finding its target. It's finding its mark. Yeah, more balance. There's going to be more balance, more of a give and take in this relationship. Your Divine Masculine is no longer holding back, and neither should you be. This is no longer holding back in, it could be finances, no longer, gifts, things like that. No longer holding back in your emotions. No longer holding back in terms of vulnerability. No longer holding back in terms of this connection. This is finding balance. No longer the feeling of begging for affection, for communication, for attention, for honesty. Giving me all those different scenarios. So whatever it is that is resonating with you, no longer begging for attention. Because you're the freaking Empress, and you know it. And you will not stand for that anymore. And so now the Divine Masculine is waking up to that and is wanting to give. But you have to step into, it's in your space, Divine Feminines, because you have to step into a space of allowing. You have to allow. Okay, what's going on in the Divine Feminine's heart space? That's their headspace, where things are a little bit foggy. It could be a little bit foggy as you balance those energies. What's going on in your heart space? Yeah. Divine Feminine's heart space. Yeah, you are the Empress. Okay. And again, Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, but it's a feeling of no longer being left out in the cold and no longer wanting to be left out in the cold because you are stepping into your Empress energy. Now, what I'm getting with this is that we have the Four of Cups, we have the Tower, and we have the Empress card. The Four of Cups is what we were talking about here. It might feel in your heart like it's not enough. But the divine is coming in and saying, look at this offering that's being made. Don't look at the past. Don't look at what was offered to you in the past and judge by that. This is something new. This is something new that is being divinely guided. This is not the 3D reality that the Divine Masculine was stuck in. This is divine guidance, the universe coming in and nudging them forward, nudging them to offer this cup of love to you because it's fated, because this relationship, this partnership is fated. It's destiny. You are in a spiritual connection, healing each other, learning from each other, loving each other, being brought together in this lifetime to merge your energies in love, and through that love, to raise the vibrations of the entire planet. But you can't be so focused on their past actions. Look up and see what the divine is offering to you. This might be causing a little bit of a shakeup. This might be causing a little bit of a tower moment, but it is forcing you to step more fully into your Empress energy, in your heart, anchoring that into your heart. They're giving me birthing the new you. Now, you had been in your Empress energy for quite a while, Divine Feminines, but this is really anchoring in there. Despite any tower moments you have, you know that you can never be fully shaken anymore because you are stepping into this energy of not just authenticity and knowing who you are, but knowing your worth, knowing what you stand for, knowing what you will not stand for. They keep pointing me to the heart, the feminine energy with the heart here. Knowing that you are love, and through love, you are a rock. You cannot be shaken. These tower moments can no longer shake you, can no longer shake the divine. I keep saying the Divine Emperor. That's what they give me as well. The Divine Empress and the Divine Emperor. I've never heard that before, but that's what they keep giving me. The Divine Emperor, the Divine Empress. Like you've risen into the spiritual form of yourself. Anchored into the 3D, yes, but risen into the spiritual form of yourself. It's so beautiful. Both of you have the Emperor and the Empress here in this spread. Both of you cannot be shaken. And it's interesting because I think we got this before. You see, no matter if you are shaken, you're going to land on these clouds. You are protected now. This is the 3D. This is the old paradigm. We had channeled this in one of the last readings. This is the old paradigm that the universe is thrusting you out of. Thrusting you out of looking at the past. Thrusting you out of that societal conditioning of what you thought love truly was. What you thought love was hurt, love was pain. That you couldn't be loved. Here's the universe coming in, shaking that up. Shaking you out of that foundation into your Empress, Emperor energy. Offering unconditional love to you from your Divine Masculine. This tower they're giving me is a shift in consciousness. And you've anchored into that shift in consciousness by anchoring into your Empress energy. Truly embodying it. Truly becoming it. And you can no longer be shaken. That's really stunning. Alright, I don't feel called to get any clarifiers for that, so let's get going to the physical. What's going on with the Divine Feminine in her physical reality? Ooh, interesting. You guys are still in your heads. And what they're actually telling me is as you get closer and closer to union, you might be feeling more anxiety over how this commitment might be. You have the oh my gosh, what is this? The High Priestess on the bottom of the deck that they called me to. So as you're getting closer and closer to union, you might be experiencing some anxiety over how it's going to manifest or how your divine counterpart is going to come towards you. What they're saying is take a step back. Retreat. I have been called to do this. It's what I said about witness protection. I'm putting myself in witness protection. Like I'm stepping away from readings. I'm stepping away from talking about this journey with friends, just because I want to let it unfold and allow it to unfold. And if I get too caught up in my headspace, I know it's not healthy for me. It's kind of the same energy here. If you find yourself in this place of anxiety, fretting over, what is to come, fretting over the possibilities, then you're not in a place of balance. You're not in a place of peace. And they're saying that's going to prolong your union from coming, what you want from coming. This commitment is here. Your divine masculine and this higher self is here. But you have to come back to a place of trusting your own intuition and following your own path and your own guidance. That is what embodying the Empress is all about. That's what this journey is all about. Anchoring in is all about. Trusting your own intuition. Trusting the divine to allow this to unfold. Trusting that your divine masculine is coming, and coming as the Emperor, as the divine Emperor. Okay, I don't feel called to any more. We'll get some clarifiers with regards to all of this, see how things shift, and I'm going to do a full divine masculine reading and a full divine feminine reading early this week, I believe, so stay tuned to the channel for that. I just want to get some romance angels cards to see how you guys are relating to each other, how you're really thinking about one another, because I feel like this is, even though, you guys are coming closer and closer to union, it's quite obvious to me the energy is there. It's almost like there's some kind of disconnect. Because of this energy, he's in an energy, the divine masculine is in an energy of, how am I going to come forward? Thinking about his options, kind of fretting about that. The divine feminine is mirroring that, kind of fretting about, how is he going to come forward? Is it going to be more of the same? And you guys have to come from a place of balance. You guys, the divine masculine, your divine feminine is not going to reject you. Divine feminine, your divine masculine is not going to present the same old bullshit, the same old pittance, the same old offers, and in and out and hot and cold behaviors that he had experienced before. Take that as it resonates with you, whatever your situation was. For some of it was communication and then nothing. For others, it was in and out, hot and cold behavior. For others, it was cheating, lying, deception. Take that as it resonates for your situation. It's not going to be the same if they are the new divine if they're the new divine Emperor, the new divine masculine. And they are. Step back into your intuition and listen to your heart. Listen to your heart space. And they will tell you the answers. Your heart knows the answers. When you connect with your divine masculine within your heart, you can feel them. You can sense them. And you can see the truth of the situation. So really connect back to your intuition to see the truth of the situation. Okay, I'm saying one more. Okay, one more. How is the divine masculine feeling for the divine feminine? How is the divine masculine feeling for the divine feminine? Ooh, yes, see? They want to express their love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Divine masculines, they're not going to reject you. They are waiting for this. They are wanting this. They want you to stand beside them as your partner. And I know this is Nine of Wands, but I'm actually getting Two of Cups energy. They want you to stand beside them, to offer the cup of love, so that because they're offering their cup of love to you. So go ahead. Go ahead and express yourself. Don't overthink it. Go into your intuition. Trust your intuition for how to move forward, because the universe is guiding you. And you have the strength to do this. You have the courage. You have what it takes. It takes heart. It's, have courage and take heart is what they're telling me. Have courage and take heart, Divine Masculines, and express your love. Divine Feminines, how are you feeling towards the Divine Masculines? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You're wanting them to make the effort. You're wanting them to create balance in this relationship. Divine Feminines, you have to make the effort too. You cannot be in a place of blocking them with this energy of the Four of Cups, of looking so much to the past that you're not allowing your Divine Masculine to come in new and evolved like you are, with a new offer of love. So you have to make the effort to step back into your intuition, step back into your heart space, feel the love so that they can make the physical effort to come towards you as they want to express their love. You have passion on the bottom of the deck here, and I would say so. It just flew out. Okay. I'm going to get one card for the union to close out. And we'll be back this week with the Divine Partnership reading. We'll also be back with, like I said, the full Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine spreads to see specifically what's going on with the Divine Masculine Collective and the Divine Feminine Collective and get some guidance for both. So let's get a Union Energies card. We have reconciliation and keep an open mind. This is that reunion energy. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. It's exactly what we've been saying all along here. There is a reunion coming. There is communication coming, meetings coming, some kind of reconciliation, some kind of coming together. But, Divine Feminines, you have to keep an open mind because your Divine Masculine will not be the same. And Divine Masculine, you have to keep an open mind for how to come forward and how to express your love. Acknowledge the pain that the Divine Feminine has been in and be willing to make amends. Be willing to put in the effort to express your love, to take this action, to reconcile this relationship. Okay, I'm being called to get one message from the Lover's Oracle, and then we will close out. So I really want to go to bed. All right. Let's get one message of guidance for this partnership, for those viewers who are watching and their Divine Masculines or Feminines. Let's get a message of guidance for this partnership, for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. You have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. This is a fresh beginning. This is a new start. This is a new level of your relationship, and it's going to be a deeper level, but start fresh. Leave the intensity and the pain of the past behind. Step into a place of playfulness with each other. Enjoy each other's company. Laugh together. Enjoy each other. Have fun together. Because that is how the pain of the past is going to heal, and that is how you're going to fully step forward into the future, into this new life, into this new love, this new beginning, this new era together. All right, you guys, with that, they're closing out. I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you like and comment if this is resonating with you. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe so you don't miss a beat in the for future videos that we're going to be uploading very, very soon. We'll be back sending you guys so much love and so much light and so much happiness on this journey. See you soon.